Hobby boy, you're on.
Oh, nothing like sniffing a pair of ripe vintage baseball cards, especially the 71 variety. I've got triple wins to show, and I'm doing a VR for a epic channel that just reached a great 1,000 subscriber milestone. And it's all coming up right now. Hello, everybody. My name is Robert Sagady. I'm also known as the Commenting Collector. I hope everyone had a great week. I certainly did. So, I've got a great episode. I'm excited because I'm going to show not one, what's better than one, two, what's better than two, three. So, there you go, Andy. I one upped you.
Two's better than one.
I don't like to be a one upper, but I think I just one upped you. But anyway, the reason is because this is a tribute. Got my Daryl Giordano uniform on, and I'm gonna celebrate by opening up three wins. So, and then and I'm doing it Daryl Giordano style in front of the camera.
You want to talk to the boss?
And
Here I
second
am.
part of this video, I'm gonna do a VR for Mr. Eric at the Card Closet, who's celebrating a big milestone, 1,000 subscribers. Amazing. But he deserves it. Eric's got a great channel, and he's celebrating his 1,000 subscriber milestone by offering a great contest. Very creative, very clever. It's none like you've probably ever seen before. So I look forward to doing that on the second half of the video. And I will stay with the theme of emulating channels. So for Eric's, obviously, I'll turn the camera around and do it hand model style. But first and foremost, so Daryl, I'm sure everyone is familiar with Mr. 95 Cents, Daryl Giordano. If you're not, get yourself an education. Go to his channel. He'll twice a week have giveaways. And all you have to do is be a subscriber, I'm sure a public subscriber, and comment on his latest video, and you'll be eligible for a prize. If he pulls your name out of his legendary raffle box.
Commenting collector. He does a lot of comments.
So I've been fortunate enough to actually have won it in the last 3 times in probably a 4-week span. So, but he usually gets 50 entries or less. So if he's pulling 4 winners out twice a week, it's pretty good odds. It's like 1 in 7 you can win a prize. So, Eric, no, he'll be coming up next. But Daryl Giordano, Mr. 95 Cents, he'll also show his warehouse finds, and that's what I'll kind of emulate myself as I show what Mr. 95 Cents has sent me. And then what I won't do, because I don't have the history and the experience and the stories that Daryl does, but
So I don't, because I use my brute.
Daryl will regale us with some awesome card shop stories, which are amazing. I've had Daryl on my collector's chat before, where he basically did card shop stories for an hour and a half. So if you haven't watched, I highly recommend you go to my collector's chat playlist and look up that one. It's a classic. And then Daryl always wraps it up with a box rip, and his uh, his motto is if you spend more than, I forget the number now, 150 bucks or something per box, hobby box or whatever, you're spending too much.
Try not to buy a box more than 120 because we like the stuff, but what we're getting out of it ain't been worth it lately.
And he also says collect what you like, because if it goes up or down, you're still having fun. Something to that effect. Maybe I'll play a little blurb uh, from Mr. 95 Cents himself, because he can explain it better.
Don't forget, collect what you like because if it goes up or down, you still like it.
But anyway, without further ado, let's get to the wins. And what I did was I put them in chronological order. So this is from July 7th. Um, and I'll rip it open, see what I got. Um, Forgot to do that. Okay. Okay. So the first win of 3, as I was fortunate enough to have the old commenting collector um, ticket get pulled out of his legendary raffle box, and he always puts a nice personalized note. Hello, Robert. Congratulations on the win. Hope all is well. I threw in some extras, which he always does. He always has the main card that he features for the giveaway times 4, and then he'll throw in some extras, usually related to your favorite team or where you live. It's always very generous. I mean, Mr. 95 Cents, I voted for him for the All-Star team and, of course, the Hall of Fame. He's a legend, and he's got a heart of gold. He's very civic minded in his community. He's president of his Rotary Club, for God's sake. I mean, he's a patriot. He's a one of a kind, and I'm good. I'm glad to see he's doing well after he had major surgery, but he's bounced back. Maybe he gets a little tired once in a while, but hey, what do you expect? I mean, it's amazing his schedule. He's one of the good ones in the community. So again, appreciate everything. So let's see what he sent me. Ooh, okay. I won the pack. So it's a 2020, 2021 Chronicles. So hey, I might as well open that. But first, here's the extras he sent me. Oh wow, Justin Jefferson. Nice. I think he threw some other stuff in here. So there's a Jefferson. Hell of a player. Maybe this is the Vikings' year. I hope so. It'd be the first time since 61. So, oh, a nice team twins photo. Okay, this may be the key. They got the rookie quarterback who missed all of last year, so this year is technically his rookie year, I guess. J.J. McCarthy. So if he can do it, I mean, I think they got the rest of the team. So we'll see. And I would just say, for my mother's sake, I hope they do, because she's a lifetime Vikings fan and she's not getting any younger. So let's hope the Purple People Eaters can finally get that Super Bowl this year. Oh, Dallas Turner. Okay. So those are the extras. Thank you, Daryl. And that's I'm a collector of the unopened, but definitely will open this one. See what we get. NBA trading cards. I have no idea. I kind of stopped following NBA when the Timberwolves traded away Kevin Garnett. I was a big NBA person. I had season tickets to the Timberwolves in '89, where I was able to see Jordan, Bird, Magic, Dr. J, all those guys. And then in '94, when the Timberwolves hosted the NBA All-Star Game, I actually did a summer internship for the Timberwolves in the sales department. So I was actually able to go to that All-Star Game, in which I think I've mentioned it before on the channel, where Scottie Pippen, because Jordan was quote unquote away from the NBA, took the sabbatical to play baseball. Wink, wink. Um, so he wasn't there, unfortunately, but Scottie Pippen was, and all Pippen did was walk away with the MVP. I remember vividly his red shoes. So I do have an NBA background, but it's just not really current. Um, so Lee Saber or Saber, and he is Piston. Shout out BK, MacWack Stacks, Russell Westbrook. Heard of him before. Good player. I did play some fantasy basketball several years back. So I am a little bit familiar. Um, what is this one? Obi to be young again. No, Obi Toppin is worse than hockey pronunciations. And ooh, this is a nice shiny card. And I'm not gonna. Facundo Capazzo. So shout out Daryl Giordano, Italian. I don't know. Sounds like an Italian name. Facundo Campazzo.
I go by the old Italian saying, screw me once, shame on you. Screw me twice, shame on me.
So yeah, we'll go with that. Cool shiny card. And here's another one. Sadio Ray. Sadio Ray. I love the names so much for like the Bob Johnsons, Chris Andersons of the world, but um, he is. I didn't recognize the uniforms. Let's see.
2 hours later.
The Pistons one. Hard to see with that glare. So anyway, that is the first package or the first winning envelope. And again, I don't know if I mentioned it. I should have. That came in postmark July 7th. Alrighty. Secondly, we got July 29th. I crossed out the addresses just so people wouldn't know where they were from, or Daryl's address. Uh, if you win something, he will you will know his address, but I don't necessarily know if I don't think he wants to just put out. Maybe, I mean, I don't know, doesn't have anything to hide, but alrighty. So it's the same great kind note. I love how Daryl puts his autograph on there too. Mr. 95 cents. I love that. Okay. So this one, okay, this was the main prize for this one was a Trevor Lawrence looks like a rookie card. And pretty nice. So shiny, so shiny. Go Panthers. Okay. Just let me know in the comments if these are good. I think so. Kind of like that. 2021. I kind of got NFL fatigue a few years back, kind of like Daryl with his Jets. Even though the Vikings maybe, I mean, they've had better seasons than the Jets, but I will say the Jets did win their Super Bowl in '69 with well, Daryl is one of his favorite players, Broadway Joe Namath. Um, but the Jets have been pretty stinky for the most part ever since then. And the Vikings, on the other hand, they've been great, but not good enough. They always seem to choke. People blame the curse or whatever, but I think it's even harder to be a fan of a team that's really good and has a winning percentage of, I think their regular season winning percentage is like 585 or something. It's by far the best winning percentage of a team that's never won the Super Bowl. I mean, their winning percentage, I think overall is probably top 10 out of the whole league. I mean, there's a lot of teams with a lot worse winning percentages, of all-time winning percentages, that have won at least one, if not more, Super Bowl. So that's my little Viking frustration rant.
About sports. This is what the greatest thing about sports is. You play to win the game. Hello? You play to win the game.
But again, my mom, she's sticking with them, so I just hope they do that. Okay, here's the extras. There's the G-Man, Gary Gaetti, nicknamed the Rat. Great player. Helped the Twins win the 87 World Series. Bert B. Home Blyleven. Kind of dovetailing into the giveaway that, or the VR that Eric, the card closet, will be doing. Not quite though, but if Bert Blyleven was a sentence in its own, that would be it. But we'll get into that in a little bit. Oh, here's a classic, Earl Batty. Shout out Stuke's baseball cards and curiosities. That'd be his type of player right there. Nice card. Appreciate that one, Daryl. Oh, Doug Mankiewicz. Shout out to, of course, Kirby Puckett Place, formerly Dustin and Blake. Again, Stuke. But now you can say Dougie Mankiewicz actually went to the Red Sox. So I can shout out Eric Card Closet, Hugo, Picker Jim, Red Sox Nation, and EP, little Adrian Peterson. So, all right, that wraps up the second. So 2 down, and as Andy's Attic would say, what's better than 1, 2? But we're gonna one up you, Andy, and go 3. So this crossed out the address again. Really appreciate this, Daryl. Jimmy Lacari, if you've been watching Daryl, Mr. 95 Cents, I think he won 6 weeks in a row. Quite impressive. So I'm lucky to get 3. Oh, I should mention this. This one came August 6th. So I had a July 7th, July 29th, and August 6th. So I had a nice run. So again, the nice note. I mean, so Daryl's giving away, 5, 6 cards a pop. He's doing it twice a week, and he's giving out 4 prizes for every episode. So that's what, 48 cards he's giving out a week, and he's been doing this consecutively as long as I've been on YouTube. So quite the generous man. Used to own a card shop. He's got a legendary warehouse. He's in Jersey. Great guy.
So forget about it.
What did he? Oh wow. Okay. Look at this. He threw in a lot of extras here, but I didn't know if this is going to pick up. There's Mr. Griffey. Who doesn't love a Ken Griffey? I do. Look at that. I love the back. In the tux. Great card. Hologram. Very cool. And then look at this. He threw in these little mini cards. That's awesome. These are all cornerstones of the Twins '87 World Series. Little Frankie Viola, shout out New York. Yeah, great. And then he always top loads the extras. Oh, Justin Jefferson. I got doubles. I could trade. Um, Harrison Smith. Daryl does this a lot better than I do. Dallas Turnless. No, Dallas Turner. Oh, I think I had a Dallas Turner before. More trade bait. Oh, and then Chris Carter. So, Mr. 95 cents, I really appreciate that.
I almost fell asleep.
Yeah, check out his channel. And I'm going to turn the camera around and we're going to do a VR for the card closet. Stay tuned.
What about the moment when you actually realize that you're not here by accident?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back. We're going to do the Eric, the card closet, his VR, celebrating his 1,000 subscriber milestone. What a great accomplishment. Couldn't happen to a better fellow. I've been watching and subscribed to Eric's channel probably for over a year now, and really enjoy his channel, what he does. He starts each of his episodes with a mystery man trivia contest that coincides with the number of episode he is on. So that's always fun. Then he always shows the cool pickups that he either gets at the shows. South Dakota, a lot of his shows. I know he was at the National this year. Put a lot of great national content. In fact, he kind of glossed himself as the human drone because Eric, being tall in stature, said that he would provide a good bird's eye view of the show as he would hold his camera phone up high. So, of course, I had to join in on the fun. So, I often refer to Eric now as the human drone. So, yeah, Eric's a great guy. He's a Boston Red Sox fan. Being in South Dakota kind of makes him a free agent. But as he talked about on his appearance on my Collector's Chat series 2 episodes ago, the last episode, I had the honor and pleasure of doubling my pleasure with Rob from Cash Cards and Dave from Peacemaker Cards. But the previous episode was all Eric, the card closet, and he talked about how he was at the store and bought some cards and happened to pull some good looking Red Sox cards, and that's kind of what his team of choice was to be for ever after that. So yeah, Eric wanted us to celebrate with him on his milestone. So he has generously has a contest going. I think I'll put it on the screen, but the deadline isn't until September, so you got some time. But go to his channel, and he'll explain on his video what the requirements, what the rules are for his contest. I'll try to quickly summarize it. He basically Eric basically wants us to use a player's name use a player's name that forms a sentence. It's kind of hard to explain until you actually just give an example. Like this is the one that one of Eric's examples on his video was Pete Rose, as in they told someone to stand up and Pete Rose. Get it? So it's like a sentence with a name. So I found a few myself, and I'm going to show those along with the cards. And I think Eric's just asking for maybe a couple of them to do, and you'll be entered into the contest. Easy as that. And he's giving away as the grand prize a Redman Ted Williams, which has a story in itself. You'll have to watch that video too to get that story. I'm not going to steal Eric's thunder, but it's a great story, a great card, and even if you don't win, you're still supporting his channel. He just offers great content. He's knowledgeable. He's a collector's collector, and more importantly, he's just a great guy. So without further ado, let's get on with this video response. So one day, this Hall of Famer ambitiously set out to make some beer for his teammates. However, during the production process, several problems occurred. Oxidation was created from improper sealing during fermentation, contamination from unclean equipment, and exposure to extreme temperatures or sunlight. Each of these factors led to off flavors, spoilage, and a flat taste. Therefore, it was a big fail as Harmon Killebrew. So there you go. See what I did there? Killebrew. And I'm spotlighting the 1970 tops. And I believe this card is in really good shape. I got this from the grocery store collection that I purchased and I featured on a previous video called Chasing Dreams. Please check that out. Harmon Clayton Killebrew, card number 150. Nice sharp corners, well centered. I think it's a great looking example. And even though I'm highlighting the 1970 set in this VR, I gotta brag a little or show off a little. Here's my 1960 Topps Harmon Killebrew, PSA DNA certified. I got this card when I was about 11 years old. Sent it to address with an envelope for with $5 or so, and in cash, and they sent the card back in a plain white envelope, and it was from an ad in one of those baseball magazine periodicals that you'd get back in the early 80s. And last year I sent it into PSA. I knew it was legit because I was at Twins Fest back in the 90s, and Harmon signed it personally in front of me. So I knew it was real, but I kind of wanted to get just the grade on it too. So I got both. And Harmon has one of the best autographs in the business, in sports. So you can he took pride in his autograph. He'd actually, even long after his retirement, he'd go back into the Twins clubhouse, and if he saw that some of the players weren't signing very legible, he would he kind of get on them and say, you're representing yourself, you're representing the team. Make a nice legible signature autograph. And PSA gave me a 9. I don't know, but that's PSA. And you can see they gave me a 1.5 fair. Yeah, some dings on the corner. I think it's centered really well. I'll show you the back. Love the 1960s set. Yeah, maybe a little darkening, but thanks PSA for the 1.5 fair. But what are you going to do? Okay. Continuing with the story. Therefore, it was a big fail as Harmon Killebrew. However, if there was one player that might drink Harmon's nasty concoction, Wilbur would. And there you go. Again, back to the 1970 tops. Wilbur Wood. White Sox. Shout out Mr. and Mrs. Diaz. Hobby Brigade. Again, nice example, a little off center, left to right, or right to left, if you will. I'm never quite sure the order, but yeah. And continue with the story. Harmon's nasty concoction, Wilbur Wood. But that wasn't good enough, so the team solicited a volunteer to brew the next batch of beer. Luckily, one person raised their hand and exclaimed, in the first person, Maury Wills. So, got the 1971. There's something going on the top there. Little ink run or something. I promise I didn't print this in my basement or not. All these are from the grocery find where Bruce bought all these cards from the store, and so they're out of the pack. Yeah, it's not the greatest, little junk on there. Maury Wills, though, great base stealer, great dodger. But what's better than one? Two. Two is always better than one.
Two's
Shout
better
out
than
Andy,
one.
Andy's attic. This one's in a little better condition. But what's better than two? Three. Yeah, I know. Just gonna show off a little. I think this was the best condition of them all.
Have a super freaking awesome day.
Again, sharp corners, centering pretty darn good. I don't know. Put in the comments, what do you think grade this would get if I sent it in? I know PSA is pretty inconsistent, finicky, but I don't know. I'm thinking at least a 6. I could dream for a 7, 8, maybe a 9. I don't know. You tell me in the comments. All right. Well, I don't know how well I did with that, but kind of gives you an idea. It's fun. It's original. It's unique. Video response idea contest, Eric. And again, we met at a show here in the Twin Cities. I was hoping to hang with you in Chicago, but my plans fell through. You all know the story about that, or most of you do. I've explained it on my previous video, but it's in Chicago next year. Hopefully we'll get to meet up. But if not, of course, before then, bouncing either between Minnesota, Minneapolis, St. Paul, and Eric's stomping grounds there in South Dakota. So, yeah, appreciate everyone watching. If you like this, appreciate a thumbs up. If you like to comment, always love to hear your comments. After all, I am the commenting collector. Love to comment back on your guys' videos as well. And if you're not subscribed yet, appreciate that. I'm kind of getting close to a milestone myself, in which I already figured out some plans for that. So thanks for watching, and until next time, I'm the commenting collector, and as always, good collecting.
More spots at counter for immediate seating.
Pete Lecoq.